Okay, get this. Imagine, right, stepping through this like shimmering portal
Mm-hmm.
and you find yourself, I don't know, light years away,
Wow.
gazing at a binary sunset
Okay.
on this planet orbiting some distant star.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of wild possibility we're diving into today.
Yeah.
Traversable wormholes.
That's right.
So you're listening, right, because you're curious about whether these theoretical shortcuts could actually be like humanity's ticket to
Yeah.
a future ripped straight from science fiction.
Absolutely.
And we're here to break it all down based on this paper, Traversable Wormholes, Revolutionizing the Future of Humanity.
Yeah. It's a concept that definitely captures the imagination.
Yeah.
And, while it sounds like pure fantasy,
Yeah.
the idea of wormholes is surprisingly grounded in some of the most well-established physics we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe not just something from Star Trek then.
Right.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's
Yeah.
back up, okay?
Yeah.
If I'm picturing like a wormhole in my head,
Yeah.
it's like a tunnel,
Uh-huh.
but instead of going through a mountain,
Yeah.
it's cutting through space and time itself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to visualize it.
Okay.
Essentially, a wormhole is a hypothetical passage
Okay.
that connects two distant points in space-time
Right.
instead of taking the scenic route,
Yeah.
which in cosmic terms could take millions of years.
Right. Right.
A wormhole could theoretically allow us to leap across these vast distances
Yeah.
practically instantaneously.
So we're talking about
Yeah.
potentially zipping over to Andromeda for a weekend getaway.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued,
Yeah.
but my brain is already starting to twist into knots.
Okay, I could see that.
Help me out here. How could something like that even work?
Well, the foundation for this idea lies in Einstein's theory of general relativity.
Right.
It describes how massive objects warp the fabric of spacetime,
Yeah.
like a bowling ball, creating a dip on a trampoline.
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine two of these dips
Okay.
connected by a tunnel.
Yeah.
That's the basic idea of a wormhole.
Okay, I can picture that.
Okay.
But the paper also mentions exotic matter
Yes.
as a key ingredient.
Uh-huh.
What is that?
Right.
And why is it so important for this whole wormhole thing to work?
Yeah, that's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
Exotic matter is a theoretical type of matter with some pretty mind-boggling properties.
Yeah.
We're talking about stuff that has negative mass and energy density.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it repels gravity instead of being attracted to it.
Hold on. Repulsive gravity.
That's right.
So instead of pulling things in,
Yeah.
it pushes them away.
Correct.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But how would that help stabilize a wormhole?
Okay.
Wouldn't we need immense gravity to create one in the first place?
You're exactly right.
Okay.
The immense gravity needed to form a wormhole would normally cause it to instantly collapse on itself.
Right.
That's where exotic matter comes in.
Okay.
Think of it like using scaffolding to hold open a tunnel.
Uh-huh.
Its repulsive force could theoretically counteract the inward pull of gravity,
Okay.
keeping the wormhole open and stable enough for travel.
Okay. That's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
But are we even close to being able to create a wormhole? I mean, this all sounds incredibly theoretical.
Yes.
Are there scientists out there actually working on making this a reality?
It's definitely still in the realm of theoretical physics,
Okay.
but there is actual research happening
Right.
that's relevant to this.
Huh.
For instance, researchers at MIT have been running simulations
Okay.
to study how wormholes might form and evolve,
Yeah.
giving us valuable insights into their potential behavior.
So there are actual scientists out there
Yeah.
building these things.
At least virtually, yeah.
At least virtually.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What about experiments in the real world? Is anyone trying to create this exotic matter stuff?
Well, you're not going to find anyone building a wormhole in a lab just yet.
Right.
But scientists at CERN,
Okay.
the European Organization for Nuclear Research,
Yeah.
are doing experiments
Okay.
that could bring us closer to understanding exotic matter.
Uh-huh.
They're using high-energy particle collisions
Right.
to try to create and detect particles with properties
Okay.
that resemble what we'd expect from exotic matter.
So they're smashing atoms together
Yeah, basically.
to see if this bizarre stuff pops out.
You could say that.
Sounds intense.
It is pretty intense.
But let's say, just for fun,
Okay.
that we do manage to figure out how to make these wormholes.
Yeah.
What could we actually do with them?
Right.
What kind of mind-blowing potential are we talking about here?
The paper you shared highlights a whole universe of possibilities.
Okay.
Think about space exploration.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting decades for a spacecraft to reach a distant planet, we could potentially send probes
Yeah.
or even crewed missions
Yeah.
across the galaxy in an instant.
Wow.
Imagine reaching a potentially habitable exoplanet like Proxima Centauri b,
Right.
not in 1,000 lifetimes,
Yeah.
but within a single human lifespan.
That would be absolutely revolutionary.
It would.
It's hard to even comprehend what that would mean
Yeah,
for our understanding of the universe.
absolutely.
What about things back here on Earth?
Right.
Could wormholes change the way we live and work
Yeah.
in, I don't know, more everyday ways?
The potential impact on industries like transportation and communication
Yeah.
is almost impossible to overstate.
Right.
Imagine being able to ship goods from one side of the world to the other
Yeah.
instantaneously,
Right.
or having real-time conversations with people on other planets.
Wow.
It would be like the ultimate globalization,
Yeah.
shrinking the universe down to the size of a village.
Okay, now we're really cooking with gas. It
Uh-uh.
sounds like we're talking a complete paradigm shift
Yeah.
in how we interact with the world and beyond.
Absolutely.
But I have to imagine there are some pretty big caveats here.
Of course.
What are the potential downsides or challenges?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Something with this much potential power
Yeah.
also comes with enormous responsibility
Right.
and potential risks.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the biggest challenges
Yeah.
is the sheer amount of exotic matter
Okay.
we'd need to create and control.
Right.
We're talking about quantities so vast,
Yeah.
they're almost unimaginable.
Right.
And we haven't even proven that it definitely exists yet.
So that's a pretty big hurdle right there.
It is.
And what about safety?
Right.
I mean, stepping into a rip in space-time
Yeah.
sounds inherently risky.
It does.
Is there a chance that these wormholes could be unstable?
Uh-huh.
Or that something could go wrong during travel?
Those are definitely concerns we need to address.
Okay.
Even if we could create a wormhole,
Mhm.
ensuring its stability would be a major engineering challenge.
Right.
A small fluctuation
Yeah.
could cause it to collapse,
Oh, wow.
potentially trapping anything inside.
Right.
We need to develop incredibly sophisticated control systems
Yeah.
and safety protocols
Right.
to mitigate these risks.
So it's not just about building the wormhole,
Yeah,
but making sure it's a safe and reliable way to travel?
absolutely.
I'm guessing there are also some pretty complex ethical questions to consider here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The ability to manipulate space-time
Right.
and potentially travel vast distances instantly
Yeah.
raises all sorts of ethical dilemmas.
Right.
We'd need to think carefully about who gets access to this technology,
Uh-huh.
how we prevent misuse,
Right.
and what safeguards we need to put in place
Yeah.
to ensure it benefits humanity as a whole.
It sounds like we're just scratching the surface of
Yeah.
a very complex and fascinating topic.
We are.
We've covered the mind-bending physics of wormholes.
Yes.
The incredible potential they hold for
Yeah.
space exploration and global connectivity,
Yeah.
and some of the daunting challenges
Yeah,
and ethical considerations
Right.
we'd need to grapple with.
absolutely.
But there's so much more to explore.
There is.
Where do we go from here?
Well, now that we have a foundational understanding,
Yeah.
we can delve deeper into some of the specific applications
Okay.
of wormhole technology
Yeah.
and the potential impact they could have
Yeah.
on various aspects of human society.
Right.
It's a journey that promises to be
Yeah.
both exhilarating and thought-provoking.
I'm definitely ready for the ride.
Great.
Stay tuned, listeners, as we continue our deep dive into the world of traversable wormholes.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've established that wormholes could be like
Yeah.
the ultimate cosmic shortcut.
Ultimate shortcut. Yeah.
But let's
Yeah.
really get into the nitty-gritty here.
Okay.
What would some real-world applications of this technology look like?
Right.
We've already touched on space travel and instant communication.
Yeah.
But what other areas of
Well-
life could be revolutionized by wormholes?
The potential applications are so vast,
Yeah.
it's almost difficult to grasp.
Right.
Let's start with something you might find relatable. Renewable energy.
Okay.
Imagine being able to tap in to the immense energy output of stars like our sun,
Okay.
but from a safe distance.
Right. Right.
A wormhole could act as a conduit,
Yeah.
channeling that stellar energy back to Earth.
Okay.
potentially solving our energy crisis overnight.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's mind-blowing.
it is.
Harnessing the power of stars through a wormhole
Yeah,
sounds like something out of a science fiction novel.
it does.
But what about something like medicine?
Okay,
Could wormholes have an impact there?
absolutely.
Okay.
Imagine a world where organ transplantation is no longer hindered by donor shortages
Right.
or logistical challenges.
Yeah.
We could potentially create wormhole links
Yeah.
to specialized medical facilities
Okay.
on other planets
Right.
or even in other star systems,
Yeah.
allowing for instantaneous transport of organs,
Right.
medical supplies,
Okay.
and even patients themselves.
That would be a game changer
It would?
for healthcare as we know it.
Yeah.
It's incredible to think about the possibilities.
It is.
But it also makes me wonder about the potential
Yeah.
economic and social implications.
Right.
What would happen
Yeah.
to industries like airlines or shipping companies?
Yeah, that's a good question.
If we could travel and transport goods instantaneously through wormholes.
It's likely that many traditional industries
Yeah.
would undergo radical transformations
Right.
or even become obsolete.
Right.
The economic landscape would be reshaped
Yeah.
in ways we can only begin to imagine.
Right. Right.
But it's important to remember
Yeah.
that new industries and opportunities
Right.
would also emerge. The development and maintenance
Yeah.
of wormhole technology itself
Yeah.
would create a whole new sector
Okay.
requiring specialized skills and expertise.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not just about
Yeah.
the disappearance of old industries,
Right.
but the creation of entirely new ones.
Exactly.
And what about the social impact?
Okay.
Would a world connected by wormholes be a more unified and peaceful place?
Right.
Or would it exacerbate existing inequalities and conflicts?
That's a complex question
Yeah.
with no easy answer.
Okay.
On the one hand,
Yeah.
wormholes could foster greater understanding and interconnectedness
Yeah.
by bridging vast distances and facilitating cultural exchange.
Right. Right.
Imagine being able to experience
Yes.
different cultures and perspectives firsthand,
Yeah.
stepping through a portal
Right.
and finding yourself immersed in a completely different world.
It's an intriguing thought.
It is.
But couldn't that also lead to cultural homogenization,
Hmm.
where unique traditions and identities
Oh, yeah.
are lost in a globalized melting pot?
Right.
And what about the potential for exploitation or even invasion?
Yeah.
Could wormholes be used
Yeah.
to bypass traditional defenses and exert power over others?
These are all valid concerns.
Right.
And they highlight the importance
Yeah.
of establishing clear ethical guidelines
Right.
and regulations
Yeah.
for the use of wormhole technology.
Okay.
We need to carefully consider
Yeah.
the potential for misuse,
Right.
the implications for individual privacy and security,
Uh-huh.
and the need to ensure equitable access
Right?
and distribution of benefits.
It seems like we're walking a tightrope here,
Yeah.
balancing the incredible potential of wormholes
Right.
with the very real risks and challenges they pose.
You're absolutely right.
But isn't that often the case?
Yeah.
With groundbreaking technologies?
It is.
We have to weigh the potential benefits
Yes.
against the potential harms.
Right.
And find a way to navigate the ethical gray area.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so crucial to have these conversations now.
Right.
While wormhole technology is still largely theoretical,
Right. Right.